Good day. This video will be a combination of thanking Thomas from Mercyful Metal for my prize in his competition and also some new pickups. And I got a handwritten note from Thomas, very cool, explaining what different CDs were. And first up we have Manila Road, Crystallogic. I've heard of the band before. I think Marty Worm has talked about them, but I've never heard them. And it says that it's epic metal. I think I've listened to it, and I think the music is pretty good, but the vocals are not. They kind of ruined the experience for me. Good music, not that great vocals. Then we have had Through the Never by Metallica. It's Metallica Through the Never, music from the motion picture. So it's a live set, two-disc set, with great track list. And Ecstasy of Gold is favorite of mine. It's excellent, very good sounding, very good. Metallica is always good. Then we have this one. This is Evo Algi, Damned Unto Death, and Thomas wrote it's speed metal with a drummer from Warfare, and it sounds like Venom. I have not familiar with Warfare, so I'm not sure. I don't know what that band, what they have released or what they sound like, but this sounds like what are they called now? Venom Inc. It's pretty decent. And I saved the best for last. I also got Clandestine by Entombed, and I have never earned a physical copy of this one. I have only Left Hand Path on vinyl, but this is very good. The follow-up to Left Hand Path, except Nick Andersson does the vocals. And he's not as good as the unfortunately late Helgi Petrov, which has an enormous sound of his vocals, and he's great live. He was great live also, but Clandestine is excellent. And finally we have Mortal Sin, Mayhemic Destruction. I don't think I have ever heard of this band, but Thomas wrote that this was the best Aussie thrash record of all time, and I can agree. This is very good stuff. It was released in '86, and it sounds a little bit like a mixture of early Metallica, Death Angel, and some German thrash thrown in the mix. Very good, and they have released a couple of more records, and I will try to get a hold of them because this was very good. Mortal Sin. And now for my own pickups, we'll start with this one. This is Ancient Death Triumph by Slaughter Cult. I had never heard of this band before, but I went on Red Skull Records webpage, and I was looking for something, and this one popped up, and the tape looks like this. I thought it looked so damn cool, so I just I just bought it without knowing what it was. But this is old school death metal, very very riff heavy, and great vocals. They are just a duo. They're from Germany, and this was their. I'm gonna check. This was their. I think this was their third full length or sophomore release. It's very good stuff. So it contains 9 tracks, including a anvil cover last. And it's, if you like old school death metal, check out Slaughter Cult Ancient Death Triumph. It was released in 2020 through FDA, and Red Skull Records did the tape release. Excellent stuff. Ancient Death Triumph. Then we have a record called Empyrean by the band Paranorm. It was released February 26th this year through Redefining Darkness. And the Paranorm is a Swedish band that was formed in 2008. They have released a couple of EPs, but this is their debut full length. And it's labeled as progressive thrash metal, but I think it sounds like a mixture of progressive thrash metal, power metal, and melodic death metal. The songs are quite long, but they are very varied, both in tempo and the riffs and the styles and how melodic they are, and there are even some blast beats. And nice looking artwork. The booklet, you have lyrics, and this is great if you like melodic thrash metal with some melodic death metal and great riffs, and the vocals are, it sounds a little bit like it's more on the melodic death metal side, but they are quite they sound pretty much the same all the time. That's my only complaint. But other than that, it contains 8 tracks, and it's 54 minutes long, but it doesn't feel like it's almost an hour long because the songwriting is excellent. So check out Paranorm Empyrean. And next up we have Necrosapiens by Best. It was released 5th of March this year through Century Media. And the Best, it means beast in Danish. It's a Danish death metal band that was been around since 2015, and I first discovered them with the release of Venenum in 2019. And the Necrosapiens is the band's 3rd full length, and it contains 10 tracks, and has a running time of around 45 minutes. And this is very solid, old school, modern, old school death metal. The hype sticker says it's for fans of Bloodbath and Morbid Angel, and I think that's a pretty good description. All 10 tracks are very solid. I think my 2 favorites are Meathook Massacre and Gorgasm. The tempo is mostly mid-paced, but with some faster parts, and I like more straight, easy, simple riffing. But this has a little bit more like Morbid Angel, a little bit more weird riffing, but there are also some chunky, straightforward riffs also. So it's a very good record. So check out Best Necrosapiens if you like modern sounding old school death metal. You get a lyric insert with the band members. The record is a glow in the dark version, but I don't know. It does not look like it did on the pictures. It was more yellow, but it doesn't really matter. And the Century Media most of the time does. They also include the CD, which is awesome. And speaking of Century Media and recent releases, this is Kill Grid by Enforced, and this was released Friday, this last Friday. So I have just had it for 2 days, but I've spun it maybe 10 or 15 times. It's excellent, probably album of the year for me so far. I had never heard of the band before, but the track Hemorrhage popped up on Spotify. It was back in January, and I heard after half the track, I said, this is excellent, so I pre-ordered it. And this is the band's second full length, so I need to check out their first, because this is excellent stuff. It's crossover thrash, sounds a little bit similar to Power Trip, and Power Trip is one of my favorite bands. The band is from Richmond, Virginia. It was formed in 2016, and this one contains 9 tracks. It's around 40 minutes long, and it's mostly fast-paced, but they have some breakdowns, and the riffs are great. The drumming and the vocals, everything is perfect. So if you like Power Trip or thrash metal or thrash crossover or even death metal, check out Enforced Kill Grid, because this is excellent. Get a lyric insert, picture of the band. The record is on standard black vinyl. And Century Media, it's the CD also. And that was it for today's video. I want to thank Thomas for sending me the prize, and also to you who watched this video. Have a nice day.